Hello everyone and welcome to an episode of Vault Hunters SMP. I am finally back from my America holiday and I'm back on the server. I am so out of practice. I did some vaults this morning and I nearly died a few times. But it's really nice to be back. And we've got a lot of stuff that we need to do. Lots of projects that we've started that we should probably make a dent into. I got some good feedback for the start of my big mini game. I'm going to be doing some more work on this today. Nick suggests adding in some spectral blocks, I think they're called, from Britannia, and I'm definitely going to be exploring that possibility. But Britannia is quite an expensive mod. It's 18 research points. So I'm going to see if anybody else wants to jump into a research group with me at some point. Maybe we can get that cost down. Now I do have 10 unspent knowledge points, but these are reserved for a special mod, and actually let's unlock that now. That mod is junk management. Let's research that right now. We got some dang transmogs, that's fun. So what's a junk manager? It's a pretty cool mod that's going to help us kind of stop picking up stupid things in the vaults. So let's have a look at this junk management before we get started on anything else. I need a junk controller. Oh my god, that is expensive. I mean, I've just spent 10 knowledge stars. I definitely should get this. Be silly not to. Right, Echo Pog. I think this is the first Echo Pog of the season. Ooh, expensive. I think this also costs a lot to upgrade. But let's start off by placing it. Right, so that thing goes there. Okay, so junk whitelist. How to upgrade this? Essentially, we can put items here, and when we pick them up in the vault, they will automatically be voided, which means my backpack isn't going to fill up with a whole load of useless junk. Oh, okay, apparently we also need a junk identifier? Right, okay, this is also expensive. Oh, it's going to be an expensive episode. More black chromatic steel, okay. Alright, at least we got a junk identifier, which I guess we put in there? And how do we upgrade this thing? So that's a vault junk tier 1. Let's get it to 162. Oh my god. Right. Okay. Yes, let's get it to 162. We need another Omega Pog. Wow, okay. Oh, okay. How many Pogs have I got left? I've only got 2 Pogs left now. Oh no, I've got 11, actually. No, 10. I've got 10 Pogs left. That's not a lot. But I've got a tier 2 junk upgrade controller. Oh my god, it costs... Look how much it costs for the highest one. I definitely need to work towards that, but I can't do that right now. Now, I may be doing something stupid here, but that doesn't seem to be working, does it? Okay, I can't seem to place this. I'm not entirely sure why. It should just place that there. I may have to come back to this in a bit once I've asked others what I need to do and what I'm doing wrong. So the thing I want to do today is to make some more progress on our game, and to do that I want to place out a layout of how this is going to look. So I've got a whole load of red wool, and I'm just going to start placing it not necessarily in any kind of organized way, but just kind of creating these random corridors all the way around this central area. And luckily, the lights almost provide a way to tile this. So if you notice, the corridor is 3 long, and each of these intersections is 3 by 3. Basically building around these lights, which I think is going to make it easier to plan it, especially because we kind of got this repeating pattern over here. And actually, by doing that, we can make quite narrow walls connecting stuff together. Cool, cool. This is looking good. I think I need to plan the big rooms first. It's going to be possibly 5 different puzzles, I want to say. And they're going to be different points throughout this level. So let's plan those first, because those are going to need a bit more space than the other things. Yeah, like that could be room number 1, for example. And we don't have to stick with this plan at the end, but at least it gives us a bit of an idea of how big this thing is going to be. And actually looking at it, I think it's going to be significantly bigger than I thought it was. So that's 5 big rooms. There's 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 over there. And these are going to be kind of like puzzle rooms. So stuff's going to happen there that people need to solve, or anyway, there's going to be stuff going on. I don't really know exactly at the moment. This thing here, this water wheel system, is 1 tile, basically 2 tiles by 2 tiles. So that means that if we're going to put one, say, here, we need to leave that space and that space free. So maybe I get a different kind of coloured wool to put where those water wheels are going to go. So we'll have a door somewhere there. So I think I want maybe 20 doors. That sounds like it could be fun. So we should have 10 on each level. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We'll put one here. This is significantly more planning than I usually do. So, you know, personal growth, I guess. Also, this tiling idea is going to be fantastic. Because all of these corridors are going to share multiple walls, we can fit in a whole load more corridors than we could have otherwise. Okay, I've basically finished all the wool I have at the moment, so I need to go and do some more farming. But it is coming along. Let's see it from slightly further up. Yeah, you can see we're definitely starting to have something. We've got individual rooms, we've got spaces for machinery, and we've got the start of these interesting corridors that I think are going to look good once they're done. We're going to need a whole load more wool, so I need to go and do some farming. And luckily we've got these nice sheep here, so we can get a good amount of wool every time we shear them. Now, in the meantime, I've worked out what's wrong with this. And when I say I worked out, Fuzzy told me what's wrong with this. I apparently need to put in a tier 1 upgrade first. So let's get that done. So tier 1, that worked. And then now tier 2. Fantastic. So we got a whole load more space than before. We do want to upgrade it to the max. But I don't have enough resources for now. Or do I? This is going to take a while. Right, that was a whole load of gems, but I don't think it's going to be enough for what we want to do. So this is what we want. We want to junk upgrade tier 3, which means that we can void up to 1026 individual blocks from within the vaults. Make it so much easier to manage our loot. Now to do that, we need an echo pog. I mean, that's already expensive in itself, but we need a junk upgrade tier 2. In fact, we need 3 of those, each of which needs 3 tier 1 upgrades. So that's going to be so many pogs. So let's see how many pogs we got first of all. So we got 19 there. I think we had 10, so we got 29. And we need 9 of this level. So let's start by doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then, oh my god, we're going to need 3 echo pogs for this. Alright, let's do one at a time because I don't know how many pogs I've got left. And that's where we're going to have to stop. So we're going to need, let's do the maths here. We're going to need 2 more echo pogs for that, and then 1 more echo pog. So we need 3 more echo pogs, which is 27 pogs. Okay, I mean, we got a goal now. We've got something that we need to do. We need to find ourselves, I think they say 27. No, wait, we need 8 times 3. We need 24 pogs. We got 4, so we need 20 pogs. So the aim is to get 20 pogs, and we're going to need 12 echo. I've got the echo, okay. But in the meantime, we got some more wool, so let's go and place some more carpets. Alrighty, I placed a whole lot of wool, and I've actually filled up all of the bottom of this gaming district. I think this is going to be fairly complicated actually. Look at all these corridors, it's going to be a nightmare to navigate. And especially with all these closing doors, which are going to change the actual layout of the maze throughout the game. Now I've also started placing some more corridors. This is probably going to take quite a few episodes because, well, there's a lot of corridor basically, and I need a lot of jungle wood. And also something that's very important is that I'm hoping to have 2 levels to this maze, as in there's going to be a whole other layer of carpets above this one, and I've calculated it quite carefully so that there's enough space for 2 layers, one on top of the other. But it feels like we've done a lot of progress today. Now, seeing that we are in the gaming district, there's something I want to show you here. You may not know this, but CWG loves playing around with note blocks. And apparently, I don't know if it's create or some other mod, but you can create these brass pipes. And you can set up whatever's happening down there to make them play in a certain order. It's worth checking out on his channel how he actually made this, because really awesome. But I also just wanted to play a bit of it for you because, you know, a lot of work went into it and I want to showcase it. So let's press the button. Let's see if anybody recognizes the tune. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Like, for those who don't know, this is the theme song to Interstellar, the film, which is an amazing film, one of my favourites. And it sounds perfect with this. It's almost like the right instrument for it, which is great. So yeah, well done CWG, this is fantastic. And we may try and incorporate it as part of the labyrinth as well, just because, you know, it's cool. Anyway, you can hear the full version of this on CWDG's channel. But yeah, that's just the amazing things that people are doing on the server these days. And the other thing I wanted to show is this railway station over here. Now, this is part of a communal project which has been carried out by, I think it's Fuzzy, Evat, Corey, Peepop, maybe Sturcat. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but this structure is looking incredible. Look at that. I really like what they've done with the colour scheme. It's really beautiful. But it also does nerf everything else in the shopping district. We're definitely going to have to start building bigger, because I thought my structure here was, you know, fairly big or considered. And yeah, it just isn't. I remember in season 1 of Olympus Craft, at one point we started building skyscrapers in the shopping district. And honestly, I may be tempted to do that. Now, I was going to run some Vault runs, but unfortunately my internet has stopped working, and because I'm already a bit late with this episode, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to record that and edit it all once this starts working again, which hopefully will happen soon. But I think this is a good point to stop anyway. We've done a lot of progress in this episode, definitely a lot in the minigame district, and also we've now got our lovely junk management system, which we can explore next episode. In the meantime, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!